Let me share what a day in the life of a hypnotherapist really looks like. The unfiltered version that nobody posts about on social media. The phone rings at 8:27 in the morning. A potential client asks if you can help with alien hand syndrome. You hear yourself confidently saying, "Absolutely, I've worked with similar cases," while frantically and secretly typing, "What the hell is alien hand syndrome and can hypnosis fix rogue limbs?" into Google. The art of sounding confident while being completely clueless. That's a skill more valuable than any technique you ever learned. Your first client logs onto Zoom at 9. You are feeling so confident with their results because you nailed it on their last session. They proceed to tell you how their life blew up and they feel worse than ever. Your inner voice whispers, "So much for adding that one to the testimonials page." While grabbing coffee between sessions, you realize that you've been working so much that you're wearing your last clean pair of underwear. Your Facebook bio says transformational expert, but should probably include maybe wearing yesterday's socks. During your second session, your client's subconscious mind takes them right back to the worst, most heart-wrenching trauma scene and completely wipes you out emotionally. 4 more regression sessions to go. Note to self, set a reminder to hop off the client drain train before you become your own best client. Then you try to market in between your sessions by throwing up a post on social. The post says, "Unlock your full potential." But what you really mean is, "For the love of God, please book a session so I can pay my electric bill." Then your phone buzzes. A client cancels at the last minute. You feel that weird mix of emotions all at once. Relief because you can finally pee, annoyance because they clearly didn't read your cancellation policy, and panic because that session was going to help pay your bills. Relief comes in the form of a call. It's a potential client inquiring about your services. You figure this is your perfect opportunity to sell your packages at a higher price point. You go for it, but yet again, you get pushback and back down to your old prices. That online course you took about just charge what you're worth somehow failed to mention the part where people look at you like you just suggested they donate a kidney. Fast forward to a past life regression where your dog starts barking in the background. You can't get up to do anything about it, so you just roll with it. And as you go deeper into that ancient Egyptian temple, perhaps you hear the sacred dogs of Anubis nearby. Later, your client reports a profound connection to canine spirits. Maybe your dog should co-facilitate more often. Your next client starts asking you about something you supposedly discussed in a previous session. You find yourself nodding knowingly while secretly and frantically scanning your notes because at this point, you've worked with so many clients that you can't remember who had what issue. They're all starting to blend together into one giant pot of trauma soup with occasional garnishes of daddy issues. Ah, your final client of the day. She says, "You've changed my life." You feel amazing for approximately 3 minutes until you remember the client from this morning whose life apparently fell apart despite your help. The emotional whiplash is real. As you wrap up for the day, you stare at your schedule for tomorrow. Wonder if this is sustainable. Wonder if other hypnotherapists feel this way too. Wonder if there's a better way to structure this whole business thing. Decide to think about it tomorrow, but you did that yesterday too, and it hits you that tomorrow is today right now. Later at dinner, someone asks you what you do for a living. The moment you say hypnotherapist, you brace yourself for what's coming. Right on cue, "Can you make me cluck like a chicken?" You smile politely while mentally running through all the creative ways you could respond if social norms didn't apply. Once you're home, you sit down to finally relax and immediately fall asleep on the couch. That's when you start dreaming about client sessions. Even your subconscious can't escape work. You wake up wondering if you can bill your dreams as overtime. As you head to your bedroom to get some real rest, you review your week. Monday. You realize you forgot to send that homework recording to a client from last week. You briefly consider whether you can tell them it works better if you visualize it yourself instead of using the recording, so you don't have to send it at all. And you consider adding, "The power was within you all along," for extra spiritual oomph. Tuesday. You tell yourself that today's the day you'll finally create that amazing opt-in freebie that will bring you endless new clients. Open computer, close computer. Maybe next Tuesday, or when clients start paying you to think about making content rather than actually making it. Wednesday, You practice saying your new rates in the mirror without flinching, apologizing, or offering an immediate discount before the client even responds. Thursday, you scroll through social media during lunch and wonder how that one hypnotherapist has time to post perfect lives every day when you barely have time to eat a sandwich. You conclude they either have a clone or haven't slept since 2019. Friday, you fantasize about a practice with fewer clients, higher rates, and time to actually breathe in between sessions. If you're nodding along to any of this, welcome to the club. The real, behind-the-scenes, occasionally messy, but still magical world of hypnotherapy. And yet, somehow, we still wouldn't trade it for anything else.